I just want to spend a little time with you today talking about some tips and recommendations that you can keep in mind to take care of yourself. In the midst of an ongoing global pandemic, and at a time of immense social and political unrest and change, as many fight against injustices that continue to hurt so many and have hurt so many for far too long. Reactions of extreme stress and feeling overwhelmed can be pretty common. I want to talk a little bit about some tips that may help you manage again. Just a few things to keep in mind. We could start with just kind of thinking about monitoring yourself, as you consume news, via social media or other news outlets. Again, for many of us, it can be important to stay informed, but I think balance is something to consider here as well. There's a potential of being overwhelmed by um, so much information coming in, and this information, being the kind that can really stir up powerful emotions. So just kind of monitoring that. Um, During the time of a global pandemic, I understand that like many are isolated or aren't able to connect or spend time with others in the ways in which they would like to. However, with that said, there maybe are times when spending time with self can be important. Maybe feeling overwhelmed by things again happening in the world, maybe feeling overwhelmed with interactions with other people. Spending time with self can be a good opportunity to engage in some self reflection or just taking a little time to rest, honestly. Thinking about that, I also don't want to dismiss like the power of like being with other people, feeling support, being a part of a community. Spending time with others too can be really helpful. Again, that sense of support, that sense of connection, that sense of community, I think it's something that all of us need at times to some degree. Thinking about having a meal with someone or just being involved in a conversation, perhaps reading a book together, or maybe it's thinking about ways that you can be involved in advocacy work, considering the times with other people. Just a few tips, recommendations to keep in mind. Um, Please continue to check in with CAE staff. Um, they have great information regarding resources that you all can utilize. And please continue to consider me as someone who's willing to offer support. Thanks and take care.